We don't have a well, so this is kind of our short-term solution. Oh, we're borrowing this huge 250 tank from a neighbor until we're able to get our truck fixed, and then we can go into town and buy one ourselves. I think our goal is to get a slightly shorter one. Fun. This right here is exactly what we wanted to avoid doing, but now this is how we're going to be doing this.
Most of them are 6, some are 6.5.
Oh. 6 gallons at a time. We also picked up something pretty fancy. I think Cody's more excited about this than anyone else, but we had a neighbor help us go pick this up and bring it here. We're gonna have to do a bit of restoring to it. Give you a little sneak peek. We have some pictures that shows the tarp off, but it is a super old cast iron cook stove. It's kind of a neighborhood effort to get this guy here. We borrowed a tractor from one of our neighbors, and then our other neighbor is the one that drove it here. We managed to get it here on a nice dry day, but since then it's rained, so under the tarp it sits.
I was on the street clearing out a few of the dead trees standing up by the side of the road on our property, just to make sure they don't fall down on the road anytime. And we are using them to mill for our house, but they're all pretty spindly things, not very big. Maybe, I don't know, 6 inches in diameter, not very big. And neighbor just down the road said that he had a couple pretty big ones that were down and offered them to us so that we could mill them. So we got a couple pretty big ones here, which was pretty nice. This was mostly out of just one tree. The shorter, big, thick one was out of a different tree, but the rest of the tree was kind of starting to turn and not very strong wood anymore, so we didn't take the rest of it. But man, did we load this thing up. I was able to drive fine, but man, it's really sagging down, and the turning wasn't very easy because there's no weight on the front. The wheels could barely do anything, but we were able to pull them out just fine and bring them home. So we're gonna get them up next to the sawmill and start milling.
Cody went to our P.O. box today and picked up our mail, and I am so excited. Yes! We have our shower! Oh, I'm so excited. The only thing we forgot was that we're also going to have to order a pump to go with this shower. So until we do that, we can't actually shower with this. We're just going to have to keep taking other types of showers. Oh, I cannot wait to open this thing up. Yes! Irie, are you ready? Are you ready to do some stuff today? Yeah. Because we are.
A lot of mosquitoes out.
There are so many mosquitoes out here, and it was kind of getting super, super annoying. It was hard to just do things. So luckily, we got the beehives and the bee suits, and we decided to borrow the beekeeping little head part.
There's so many.
There's so many. And we have a hole somewhere in our camper that we woke up this morning, and there was just like dozens and dozens and dozens of mosquitoes in there, which was awful. I'm completely covered in mosquito bites. It's a beautiful rainy morning to go drive 2 hours to get our windshields fixed.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wet, cold ride on the highway.
We've got some muddy paws. On the bright side, whoa. My side is more broken than Cody's, so he can at least somewhat see. Window. Window. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get that one too.
I don't know if you can. Woo!
I'm gonna open this one instead of this one.
I don't think anyone's gonna reach that one, but we also have a window there too. Woo! And then of course the one that didn't get shot out is still there. But oh, this feels so good.
They said that
Yes.
back window was a different color, but I mean it's a little tinted, but I don't think I even care.
Don't even care. We have windows
That
now.
one's kind of tinted too, huh?
Oh, it feels great. It's gonna be a much drier ride home.
Warmer.
No mosquitoes.
Yeah, right.
Ooh. All this rain is reminding us how much we liked having a house and how we kind of need to pick up the pace again. So today we decided to come over into this open clearing area and we marked out with 6 stakes, you can kind of see, our house. So we're going to do an A-frame, and then there's going to be a 10-foot by 20-foot like covered front porch on it, and then it'll be 20-foot by 30-foot for the actual A-frame. So we very roughly got it marked up. It's not perfectly square or anything. When we go to actually do the foundation part, then we'll get it squared up and make sure it looks really nice. But now it's just, we got a whole lot of lumber to mill so we can actually start building this thing. It's raining again. And the mosquitoes are out.
Yeah.
Which I feel like it should be either one or the other, not both. We're sick of the rain, so we're gonna drive to town instead. I think we have a couple things that we know we can go pick up, so we're gonna go pick them up and then take advantage of the fact that we have windows that are not cracked and broken. So we're gonna hang out in the truck with the heat on, kind of stay warm, stay dry, and then hopefully tomorrow it won't be raining quite as much. I think there's rain every day for the next like 10-day forecast, so. I think even the dog's getting sick of the rain. Our trip to town was once again very successful. We got a lot of block that we can now start working on our house. So this is what we're going to use for part of our foundation. We're going to still do kind of like a floating foundation, and then we're going to have our columns just sit directly on top. This is kind of the best option we found at the store, so this is what we're going to go with. So we'll see how the weather is tomorrow, but hopefully we can actually start placing these way over there and we can actually start working on our house. Naturally, what happened as soon as we left to hide from the rain?
Yeah, right? It stops raining, got all sunny for quite a while as we were gone, and then as soon as we get back, it's getting cloudy and dark and time for bed.
We left because the weather wasn't very nice and it was just raining on us. And I would say it rained for about 5 minutes. And then it was beautiful, which kind of felt like a missed opportunity, but there's so many mosquitoes out and it's kind of hard to tell, but it's about 11 o'clock at night right now. So we missed the summer solstice. Yesterday was the summer solstice, but honestly it was cloudy all day long and we didn't get to even see the sun. Just with the rain, we decided to go to bed early, but today we at least kind of get to enjoy it a little bit. But there's still just armies of mosquitoes out and about, so we're probably going to enjoy the beautifulness from inside the camper. Mosquito control. This is how we're keeping the mosquitoes away, at least temporarily while we're in the smoke. But it's starting to get out of hand. Who knew there were mosquitoes in Alaska? Oh, do you see that? Sun. The week is almost over, but we have decided that just for this last couple days of the week, it is going to be solely focused on getting our house ready. So last night we picked up some of the concrete block to kind of work for the foundation of it. The goal today is to go find some logs that are big enough to mill some 6x6s out of, and then we are going to cut them to approximate length, put them on the concrete blocks, and then slowly start framing in the floor for our house. It's about time. We need to get going on that project. It's almost almost the end of June, which June 30th was when I had it on my calendar to reassess what we're doing, and if we hadn't done anything by then, we needed to build a small, like 10 foot by 10 foot cabin, and neither of us want to do that. So we got to get going so that we don't ultimately decide that that's what we have to do. But first, we've got some game trail cameras to put up. So we already put up one on this end of our property. We're gonna kind of drive back through it to the other end, and we're gonna put one up over there, kind of where it valleys out. See what we can see.
Forge a new trail with this thing through the woods.
Cody really wants to make trails kind of all the way around our property with this side-by-side, and we haven't done that yet. So I guess today marks day one. She heard us.
She sure did.
She loves this thing. We are thoroughly stuck. Cody barely made it over this log the first time, and he decided, hey, let's do it again. And this time it didn't work out, so it's not the end of the world. We're super close to the house, but we don't have anything with us, so we're just, you know, take a few extra minutes and get unstuck. Note to self, you'll bottom out if you go over logs that are too big. Oh, we're just... wait.
I think she found a porcupine.
Wait, don't lick it. It's gonna hurt more. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Oh, Irie, wait, no.
That's one.
I know it hurts. I'm so sorry. 3 more. Oh, Irie.
Oh,
2 more. 2 more.
wait.
Oh, this one's probably the most painful, huh? Oh, hold on. Give her a break. Give her a break. Give her a break, Cody.
Okay, one more, Irie. Almost done. Almost.
1 more.
Almost. You're being so good. Just wait. You're okay. Okay, all done.
All done.
All done.
All done.
Check her paws.
Looks like they broke off.
Oh, yeah, you're being so good.
Oh, there's quite a few. Okay. Did we learn not to mess with porcupines? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Still gotta get that one out of her foot right there. That one's real deep.
I know. Oh, she yipped. I'm
We're gonna
sorry.
have to get some pliers to pull that one off.
When we get home, we'll pull it out.
We gotta get this thing unstuck first.
Lay down. Down. Thank you. I think I'm gonna hop up there with her.
Oh, it broke.
Did it?
Mm-hmm. Something in there so stuff don't grow. First bit of wildlife on our property. We didn't really see it.
She's the only one who's seen wildlife on her property.
Mm-hmm. Anytime I even touch those 2 longer claws, she's just running. Just barely touch them.
Okay. Go to a veterinarian as quickly as possible. Dogs need deep sedation or general anesthesia in order to have porcupine quills removed safely. As many quills as possible will be removed, but it is important to understand that there may be quills that cannot be removed. Porcupine quills are much less likely to cause lasting harm if they are removed from the animal within the first 24 hours. Animals that are treated during that period almost always make a full recovery. I only have one, and it's in her paw.
Hi, so my dog got into it with a porcupine. I was able to pull all the quills except for there's one that broke off deep in her paw.
Well, we got every single quill out except for one in her paw, which I'm kind of learning. We probably shouldn't have even have tried to take any of them out. We should have just left them all in because we're going to the vet anyway. But she's doing fine. She's a little mad at us.
I mean, we did it right. It's just that one of them broke off, so now we have to go to the vet.
Yeah, we got one in this paw right here. Has one deep in there that broke off, and she's not letting us find it, so we can't even try anymore. So we're heading out to the vet. We have 2 hours, so that's about how long it takes us to get there, so we can get her in today. And she's gonna have to go under some anesthesia and get some surgery. for 1 quill.
1 quill. Sedation, not anesthesia.
But at least this way they'll be able to double check she doesn't have any others hidden inside of her.
Yeah, I suppose when she came running back, she could have broke some off.
Yeah, she could have broke some off when she was running to us. She could have some in her mouth. We didn't really look in there much, but I mean, for only having less than 2 dozen quills in her, I'd say she got off pretty easy.
A little out of it.
Oh, ragdoll. Hi, sweetie. You don't have any porcupine quills in you anymore.
Irie, come here.
Come on, little push.
Irie, come on.
Little push.
Come on. Irie, come on. Maybe we sit here.
Oh, fine.
I'll let you in on this side. We're just going home now.
Yeah, this is how spoiled she is.
We'll see if she wakes up by the time we get home.
We're home from the vets. Someone's not really doing that great. She's still super drowsy. We're just gonna take it easy. We gave her some food. We gave her some pain meds. We're just all gonna relax in the screened-in tent with her for a bit. Such a calm, sunny, beautiful morning. Just taking it slow, enjoying it.
That's not allowed around here.
Apparently not, because then the dog starts barking and we hear her running back to camp and there's a big moose just chasing her. So I was standing at the table there when we heard Irie barking, and she was kind of behind the trees right here. And then all of a sudden she comes running around the tent with a moose hot on her tail. So of course I book it away because, I mean, I think that's what you're supposed to do. The moose was more focused on the dog because she was barking at it and running around. It didn't really give Cody or I any attention whatsoever. So I was able to book it all the way over here to our truck, which conveniently is parked right there in the middle of camp for us. So it's pretty easy to get to.
Well, Irie was a good warning sign, but yeah, it's eating Lori's garden right now.
My suspicions were proven true, and our sweet puppy, she thought that it was just a big friend that was coming over to play with her. And unfortunately, moose are not friends. So the moose just showing up completely random with the dog was quite a terrifying and super exciting experience. Definitely don't ever want to be that close to a moose ever again. But it was just, I mean, the day before we saw a moose on the side of the road and we were getting super excited, and then got an up close view of one the next day. It was a little bit too close for comfort, but it also gave us a really good kind of idea of, in an emergency / like quick pace, something's happening, you know, what our reaction time is with everything, with making sure our protection that we have is close to us, making sure that we can get control of the dog, which we do need to work on. And just kind of like knowing that we might know what we need to do, but in the moment, are we actually going to do what we're supposed to do? It was a good little test run. Everyone's safe. Nobody got hurt, which was good. It took a little bit of convincing to get the dog close enough for Cody to reach out and snag her and get her in the truck. But once we got her in the truck so she could stop antagonizing the moose, it was able to relax and kind of wandered away. And we were able to just kind of like safely watch it wander away. So the moose excitement did not stop there. That night, we ended up putting up a tent and putting it on top of our trailer just because we needed a break from the mosquitoes. We haven't quite been able to figure out where they're getting into our camper. So we needed a break. So we set up the tent. We slept in the tent that night. And then early the next morning, I was actually already awake, and the dog kind of made her her little warning noise that something was up. So I kind of like peered out one of the windows, and right outside of the tent there was a mom with her little baby walking through the middle of our camp again. I actually had my camera in the tent with us, but with the screen we couldn't really get any good pictures, and then also there was just some weird setting that was accidentally turned on the camera, so we weren't able to get any pictures of the mom and the baby, but the trail cam that we put up at the beginning of our driveway actually happened to catch them. So it's a really short clip, but we'll throw that in here so you guys can see, because I think it's super, super cool. Yeah, so a month of being here, there's been absolutely no animal encounters, and then all of a sudden 3 days in a row here they are. The part for our drone just came in. This little tiny thing, oops, is what we broke. So this arm is just kind of floppy where it's supposed to be either down or out. That's right in there. Yeah, I guess I have Cody's toolkit, and we're gonna see if I can get this fixed. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like one of the coolest people ever right now, because I was able, it's kind of hard to do it one-handed, but I was able to successfully do it. It's not floppy anymore. Yay! Ah, nice, it works. Now we can get some more update shots from above of our property, which is exactly what I wanted.